Howdy, folks. Dr. Freedom. Remember the times from Dr. News in and around the universe that may or may not affect you on a deep emotional level, almost to the point that you'll regress back to the form of a baby and demand to be breastfed. If you were. I don't know. Maybe you'll ask for a bottle. It depends on which way you swing on that whole issue. But meanwhile, yeah, not a whole lot of filming news going around. You got to remember, they did get delayed a little bit for the Beast from the East, and they had the stuff at Monmouth, and then apparently they bounced back to Carolina for a while. Then they were at another location. But the thing is, yeah, they're probably back in studio. We don't really know. So no filming news right now. A lot of weirdness going on about this, that, these, and those. And, it's like, I don't like to argue with people over semantics. I really don't. Like I said, time will tell one way or the other who's telling the truth, who's found out the right information. So it's no point in arguing. Like I said, the problem is you got a lot of folks out there who think they're being fed the right information, or they jump to conclusions like certain other channels. I'm dying laughing because there's this other channel that's still going on and on about the secret hidden meanings in the logo, about how the masculinity is being destructed and ripped from the show based off a freaking logo. And it just amazes the shit out of me. It really does. It's like, oh, and people called me a damn tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist. Just because, like 85% of the people on the planet, nobody buys the Oswald myth anymore. It's like, and I'm not kidding. That's the truth. And too bad it took us how many decades to finally figure out that there was something fishy going on in Dallas? But something's rotten in Dallas. That's a whole nother matter. That's a whole nother side of history. And like I said, I pretty much abandoned that whole line of reasoning because it's like, it doesn't matter either way. It's over 50 years too late. But let's get into it. Let's talk about the stuff that concerns you Whovian type people right now. Yeah, that's right, my buddy Matt. That's right. Matt crawled out of the dumpster to go to the BBC and answer some questions. Matt Smith nearly turned down Doctor Who. Now, he was speaking on Desert Island Discs, which is on BBC Radio 4. He goes, he had a wobble after being told, he'd be David Tennant's successor. He goes, quote, I was like, I don't think I'm going to do it. My agent said, you're going to do it. He also said he was the wrong class to play Philip, and Prince Philip in the Crown, but it pulled it off thanks to, quote unquote, a great wig. He's a rock star, Smith told presenter Kirsty Young, revealing he had a kind of, sided with the real consort that he played in the 2 series of the Netflix drama. Guess what? Word is being replaced on that. So he loved every minute of playing the Time Lord. And of course, wake up, And he goes, during an interview, he also recalled seeing tattoos of his face on the flesh of dedicated Whovians, one of whom had, quote, me and David Tennant on both thighs. I'm sorry, I haven't gone that far. You won't be seeing Jody tattooed on my body anywhere. No. It's not like I have a square inch of it that ain't covered with hair. It had to be on my head, you see. Yeah, but maybe, I don't know. What do you think? You don't think, a Yorkie face on a, bald, middle-aged, fat American's head, you think that'd be sexy. But oh well. The show relies on big, broad, creative brushstrokes, and it's brilliant. It's high time, and she'll be sensational in regards to Jodie Whittaker. He said he hadn't given her any advice, but admitted in the interview that playing the Doctor had sometimes been an ordeal. He goes, it's the hardest thing you'll ever do in your life, citing the gargantuan number of lines as a major factor. He revealed that he had been thinking about kids quite a lot, and that he'd like a lot of them. And he goes, a lot of his friends are having children, and he goes, I think I think I'd be a good dad. Well, Matt, I'm sure there's plenty of room in the dumpster for. All right, moving on. And this goes on a bit about it, but it goes in some different things. That's why, it tells it in the same way. But here, the reason why I threw this on here is because guess what? Oh, looky here. There's a link. Look at this. Oh no. Ah! And it takes you right to it. Well, don't worry. I'm just going to give the links to all these and let you decide for yourself. The magic of the internet. All right, moving on. Okay. This is the cover for the next issue of... See, I don't know why they bother doing this shit, because scrolling through all this, you're kind of, that's the only way you can see the whole freaking picture. Okay, Doctor Magazine number 523 is out this Thursday. And of course, it's got the new TARDIS on it with the new logo. The logo that is secretly eliminating masculinity from Doctor Who. Oh, I can't believe it's happening. Okay, exclusive interviews with the new executive producer Matt Stevens and Missy herself, Michelle Gomez, was out of the TARDIS returns with Dan Starkey, who is Strax. We're trying to retain the mystery. New executive producer Matt Stevens tells Doctor Magazine in an exclusive interview as he takes over the reins of Doctor Who. Well, sorry, you ain't taking. No, that's the Chibs, baby. You're just riding shotgun on that stagecoach. Don't let it get out of hand. Our issue includes Out of the TARDIS, of course, with Dan Starkey, yada, 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 and a whole bunch of, and make your own Time Lord color. How many freaking things are we going to see about making your own Time Lord collar? I'm not kidding. I've seen like a billion videos on how to do it. The problem is the originals, the really big freaking originals, they had like all the way back in Invasion of Time and shit like that. Those things were made out of fiberglass. And I've only seen one, and that was on eBay. And you wouldn't believe how much that bastard was charging. It's funny how it dropped to like, I can't remember how many. Did he finally drop it into the hundreds of pounds, or was it still like 1,000 before it finally disappeared? But still, it was a very well done one. It was, boom, it was fiberglass, had all the trimmings on it and everything. I wouldn't mind getting a Time Lord color, but I don't want to pay that much money for it. I'd rather do my own cheap piece of shit cardboard rendition. All right, and spray paint it with stone paint. Okay, Catherine Tate has been announced as the host of the 2018 Olivier Awards. She'll be heading back to London stage in April to host the Olivier Awards. The award-winning actress and writer will present the award ceremony recognizing excellence in theater on April 9th at the Royal Albert Hall. So be sure to go check that out. Catherine Tate looking mighty good. Yeah. I'll move it. Bedford Charity Con number 4 offering readers of Doctor Who News a 10% discount off tickets to the charity event. So the convention will take place on Saturday, the 7th of April, with a mixture of panel interviews, signings, and photo sessions. And once the calls are paid, everything made to the convention. Oh, God, I'm freaking out. Take a breathe. Take a breather. Everything at the convention goes to the Bedford Food Bank, who provide emergency food for 600 local children and adults every month. Why am I reading like a British newscaster? Oh, man. Bedford Who charity cons are a fairly decent recent addition to the convention scene, but they've established themselves as a niche for being friendly, informal, and relaxed events with around 200 people in the audience. They're relatively small scale, gives them an intimate atmosphere. Guests this year are Colin Baker, Sophie Elder, John Leeson, Angela Douglas, who played Doss, Ellen Thomas, and Mike Tucker. All right, normal ticket prices, they go right here. Yeah. If you want to take advantage, here you go. Here is all the info you need if you want to look into it. All right, Bedford Who Charity Con. Lethbridge-Stewart, the man from yesterday, of course, after 14 novels, Candy Jar Books have announced the conclusion to their Lethbridge-Stewart ongoing storyline that began with The Forgotten Son, and that is The Man from Yesterday. Check it out. Paul Williams goes on a rampage. And all right, so they go into this here, and it's kind of sad if this is the end of it. Okay, this edition of The Man from Yesterday is going to be limited to 400 copies and is due out, and matter of fact, sometime this month. All pre-orders of Series 5 will receive free digital short story called The Comrades by Brian Gallagher. And if you want, here you go, boom, boom, it's all available to pre-order from Candy Jar individually, part of the discount, and it goes into all this stuff right here. So if you're into the Candy Jar book series, Britt Lethbridge-Stewart and all that, there it is. Moving on. Doctor Who the 10th, Doctor Year 3, number 14. And, of course, this will be out Wednesday. And this is the hotly anticipated release of the finale to Titan's 10th Doctor's third year with Part 4, The Good Companion. I'm doing it again. Oh, man. So check this out. Wow. You see, I love it because you can get a little preview. Look at that. You got the photo thing here, with a Photoshop Tennant picture. Whoa. Check out these folks here. And then you can do a little reading, see if you like the issue, going in. So bam, 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 here you go. And we'll go, wham. And if you want, unfortunately, like I said, I did, trust me, I am still steaming out my ears that less than a year after I moved out of my old place and came to Lima, they finally started having a Comic-Con in frickin' Cleveland, which, by the way, would have been less than about maybe 25 minutes from my old home. Ugh. But here it is. But if you want to watch it, it's all 51 minutes of the David Tennant and Billie Piper panel at Wizard World Cleveland. So if you want to go check that out, boom, here it is. So once again, a lot of weird stuff going on out there in the community. I died laughing because somebody tried doing some trolling on Facebook today, and it just made me laugh because all you got to do is hit ban. Because I know exactly who it is. I know exactly why they're doing it. And sadly, I just gave them 2 minutes of attention they don't deserve because they're a burnt up, sad, untrustworthy piece of shit. But they know who they are, so don't worry about it. Also, I don't care because right now we are teetering at around 30 subscribers till we hit 4K. Now, a lot of people are like, 4K, man, that ain't nothing. There's guys on YouTube have millions of subscribers. Yeah, but to me it is because when we hit 4K, you know what that means? We'll have approximately 3,999 more subscribers than I ever thought I would ever. It's going away. Than I ever thought I would ever get on YouTube. That's why it's a big mile marker for me. Well, folks, I'm getting out of here, so take care. Ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of it. See, look, you think maybe I should get, look, imagine Jody's little smile on Yorkie face. This is like the only place on my body where I don't have hair. That's it. Good night. I'm getting out of here before I depress the hell out of myself.